Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Day video. It's Monday morning, which means another staking coins and masternodes update video. This is number 16 in the series, and before I jump into the amount we made this week, let me start by just doing a quick overview. I've received a few comments on some of my earlier staking update videos on how I'm actually staking each of the coins. So every month or so I go through and just run down very quickly how I'm staking or what I'm using to set up the masternodes for each of these coins. So starting very quickly at the top, NavCoin, I'm using a NavPi. That's a Raspberry Pi with a NavCoin specific image installed on that. You can also stake with the core wallet. Syndicate, I'm using the core wallet and 2 vulture VPSs for the masternodes. Neutron is staking with the core wallet. NeoGas, I'm using the Neon wallet. I just log in once a week and claim the gas. You don't need to be hot staking that, cold stake, so your wallet can be offline. You can just literally log in whenever you want and claim the gas that's accumulated in that time. BeanCash, I'm using a staking pool. I'm using SimplePOSPool. I'll come on to that when I talk through the rewards this week. SmartCash, I'm using the core wallet. I noticed this morning, I haven't updated yet, but version, I think it's 0.1.2.4 came out, and that I believe enables smart voting within the wallet and various other things. It's not a required update if you're on a version 1.2.3, but I will no doubt update both my smart nodes and my local wallet at some point this week. So SmartCash, the core wallet, which I'm using, I think they call it a node wallet, and then again 2 VPSs on Vulture for the masternodes or smart nodes. Linda, I'm actually I've split now, so I've used staking pools for the last few weeks. I wasn't getting anything with the core wallet because I don't hold that many coins. So I actually, after last week's video, I split them up. So I've split them between CryptoStakingPool and I think it's MyNodePool. I will do the update next Monday on which of those is best, and then I'll knock off the worst one and probably move the worst one over to SimplePOSPool to compare that as well. At the moment, MyNodePool looks substantially better than CryptoStakingPool, but I will give you the full figures next week. So I'm using a pool for Linda, a Chroma. I have a Vulture Masternode, so it's a web wallet with a Chroma and a Vulture Masternode, a Vulture VPS rather for the Masternode. PIVX, I'm staking on SimplePOSPool. I've only got a few coins there, so I'm not getting really a lot through with that. And then bottomly, Shard, I'm staking on MyNodePool. So this is the official Linda pool that I'm also staking Shard on. So anyway, that's it for those of you who asked how I'm kind of staking or running the masternodes. Hopefully that clarifies things a little bit. Let's run over the rewards for this week, starting with NavCoin at the top. I've had continued problems with the NavPi over the last few weeks, and in the Discord group, other people seem to be having the same issue where occasionally they'll log in and the wallet has stopped running. I didn't have that this week, but I actually just a couple of days ago I tried to get into the NavPi on my local network. So you log in via a web GUI, and I couldn't get in. It was just kind of frozen completely, so I had to reboot that, and then it takes a few minutes to reboot, and then I forgot to unlock it for staking, so I've missed probably a day or two's worth of staking rewards on NavCoin. But I'll keep you updated as to the NavPi issues. It seems like it is something that's replicated across a few different users, so I'll try and get to the bottom of that this week. Syndicate, 83.6 staked coins this week, worth $13.56. Syndicate, the masternodes continue to perform really well. I'm getting one probably every 30 hours, a pound every 30 hours for each of my masternodes, and I get the occasional stake for the remaining coins. So 10,000 of these coins are locked up in masternodes, and I get, every week or two I get like a little staking reward for the remaining little coins there. Neutron continues to kind of stake. The price of both Syndicate and Neutron has been suppressed a lot. I think particularly Neutron down massively in the last sort of few weeks, and it continues to trend downwards, which is a bit of a shame, but it stakes reliably enough. NeoGas, same as always. I've actually cashed in my gas last week, so I cashed it in I think it was the day after I did the video, so I think Tuesday last week, and I bought another Neo, so I've got 101 Neo now. So this isn't a full week. I think this is probably about 6 days worth of staking rather than 7 days. But yeah, got an extra Neo, so that's nice. So the reward should be fractionally high, 1% higher, going forward. And I think that would be my strategy as I get enough gas to buy a full Neo, go over to kind of Binance, buy another Neo, and then if there's any little tiny bits remaining, what I tend to do is convert those into Binance token. So BeanCash, a pretty decent week up until the 19th. So 361 coins, 0.41, so that's $1.28. Unfortunately, then on the 19th, SimplePOSPool went down. Now, apparently, the Masternodes and staking stuff is all safe. That's taken away in the kind of background, but the front end of the pool went down, and it's taken the best part of 3 days to kind of get it back up and running. It's been sort of up and running for a little bit, sort of sporadically. I think so many people are logging in, it's kind of like causing issues with load maybe on the server as well. But the total amounts are updating, but the actual staking rewards in the actual individual staking rewards, which I track on a daily basis, haven't updated since the 19th. So you can see here 361. I think it's actually closer to 580, 590 coins looking at the total amounts. So I will update these to reflect that. So I think this figure is slightly lower than what we actually kind of staked, because we're missing those rewards, those individual kind of rewards, as they rebuild the database and get all the bits and pieces back up and running. Smart Cash, good week for Smart Cash. Both the nodes running on the new schedule now. 203.4 Smart Cash, that's $18.29, very nice. Linda, so this is staking on the two different pools now, but it's been a decent enough week. 2,226.65. That's worth $3.47. As I mentioned before, I think MyNodePool is substantially performing better. It's performing substantially better than CryptoStakingPool, but I will give it a good week and a half. So we're not seeing results skewed by particular days where one pool or the other has done pretty well. But at the moment, it looks like the official MyNodePool is performing substantially better. Chroma, these payouts come in every day from the Masternode. It's regular as clockwork. 79.76 coins this week, worth $5.50. It's a really good performer, Chroma. Unfortunately, as you'll see this with a lot of new coins, so Chroma and Shard, both very, very new coins. They're not on the large exchanges, and the price does fluctuate wildly, really, and that's got to be kind of reflected in. So this Chroma Masternode is probably worth about 50% of what it was, I think it was about 5 weeks ago when I first set it up. So the price can fluctuate. You can get really good returns with getting in early with a coin, but also, not all these projects will be kind of like long-term kind of projects. Some of them will kind of sort of stagnate and kind of fail. I'm not saying that necessarily Chroma or Shard will do that, but it's been a really reliable staker within the Masternode payouts rather. So every day you get your Masternode payouts, $5.50, so quite a good week for that. And PIVX, which is on SimplePOSPool, as I mentioned before, the pool's been down for the last few days, but I don't think I've received any stakes this week. And then down at the bottom, Shard, so this is on MyNodePool, which is the official Linda pool, and that's received 16.61 coins, and that was worth $1.83. So fantastic, considering we only own about $50 worth of Shard. So in total this week, $48.17. That's a yearly return of just under 21%, weekly return of 0.4%, and for those of you who are following the earlier ones, so that is a return per $1,000 invested of $208.51 per year. And then if we jump over to the overall graphs, we can see onto 48. I think we were on $41 last week. So it's been a pretty full week this week. Those small issues with SimplePOSPool aside, it's been probably where I would anticipate it being, $48. If we jump over to the total value of the coins, we can see we are down here at about 12,000, was it? Yeah, about $12,000 total. So that's up about $500 on the week before, but obviously we're nowhere near where we were earlier in the kind of year, when the early weeks of this staking experiment, up over the $30,000 1 week. So, price is really kind of suppressed. I noticed Bitcoin was up again a little bit today, but hasn't been really reflected in a lot of the smaller altcoins as yet, but we shall see what happens in the next few weeks. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. There are a number of new coins that people have been suggesting that I'm going to take a look at over the next couple of weeks. Next week, I'm going to be in and out of the office, so I will try and get the videos up as always, but might be a little bit delayed. So don't worry if they're a little bit delayed. I will be getting them up as always. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Give me a thumbs up. That would be fantastic. Leave any comments below, and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day. Bye-bye.